What's good, Raider Nation? Buckle up, because we're diving into the hottest topic in Las Vegas Raiders news right now. Gino Smith and Chip Kelly are teaming up to completely transform our offense in 2025. Picture this, a physical, explosive, and downright relentless Raiders attack that's about to make defenses tremble. Can you feel the energy? I'm hyped, and I know you are too. Today, we're breaking down how Gino and Chip are building something special, straight for the latest updates on Raiders.com. This is the kind of news that gets every Raiders fan buzzing. So let's get into it. What do you think this new offense will look like? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Last season, let's be real, the Raiders' offense was a struggle. We ranked a dismal 27th in total yards and 29th in points per game, averaging just 303.2 yards and 18.2 points. Ouch. It was tough to watch, but that's all in the rearview mirror now. Enter Pete Carroll, our new head coach, who came in with a clear mission: fix the offense. His first moves? Bringing in offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, fresh off a national championship with Ohio State, and trading for veteran quarterback Gino Smith from the Seattle Seahawks. This duo is already turning heads during training camp, and the vibes are electric. Gino himself said it best: Chip's scheme is putting players in position to make plays. Are you ready for a Raiders offense that's tough, physical, and attacks the line of scrimmage? Chip Kelly's no stranger to innovation. Back in his Oregon days, he revolutionized college football with his up-tempo, spread offense. But don't worry, this isn't 2013. Kelly's evolved, and he's tailoring this offense to Gino Smith's strengths. According to Raiders.com, Gino praised Kelly's approach, saying he's doing a great job scheme-wise, putting us in position to make plays. That's music to our ears. Gino's seen it all, 3 different offensive systems in 3 years, and he's ready to thrive in this one. With weapons like tight end Brock Bowers, wideout Jacoby Myers, and rookie running back Ashton Jeanty, the Raiders have the talent to make this offense pop. Can you imagine Jeanty breaking tackles while Gino slings it to Myers? What's your favorite weapon in this offense? Here's the kicker: this isn't just talk. Training camp reports from July 25th, 2025 show Gino and Kelly are already clicking. Kelly's playbook is all about versatility. Think no-huddle tempo one drive, then slowing it down to grind the clock the next. Gino's experience makes him the perfect trigger man for this system. He's not just a quarterback. Kelly calls him literally like a second coach because of his football acumen. That's huge. The Raiders are building something dynamic, and with Pete Carroll's championship pedigree, there's real hope we're finally turning the corner. Stick with me, because we're about to dive deeper into what makes this partnership so special. Are you as pumped as I am? Let's keep the hype going. CBSSports.com, Raiders.com. Raider Nation, let's talk about the man under center, Gino Smith. If you're sleeping on Gino, it's time to wake up. This guy's a veteran with a chip on his shoulder, and he's ready to prove the Raiders made the right call trading for him. Back in Seattle, Gino put up career numbers: 12,226 yards and 71 touchdowns over 3 seasons. Sure, 2024 wasn't his best, with 21 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, but he still led the league in catchable ball rates. That's accuracy we can count on. What do you think? Can Gino be the QB to lead us back to the playoffs? Drop your take below. Gino's not just bringing stats, he's bringing leadership. During OTAs, he was already acting like a coach on the field, breaking down plays with Kelly and quarterbacks coach Greg Olsen. According to The Athletic, Gino's been in constant communication with Kelly, fine-tuning the offense over late-night phone calls. That's the kind of dedication we need in Las Vegas. Kelly raved about Gino's ability to handle anything thrown at him: quick game, deep balls, intermediate routes, you name it. This versatility is why Kelly says Gino's the guy who can control everything. Can you picture Gino carving up defenses with that kind of freedom? What makes this even more exciting is the history between Gino and Kelly. Way back when Kelly was at Oregon, he tried to recruit Gino out of high school. It didn't happen then, but as Gino put it, God works in mysterious ways, and here we are today in Las Vegas. That pre-existing rapport is paying off big time. Gino's not just learning a new system, he's helping shape it. He's drawing on his experience with coordinators like Shane Waldron and Ryan Grubb to give Kelly ideas. This isn't just Kelly's offense, it's a collaboration. How cool is it to have a QB who's basically co-designing the playbook? The Raiders' offense is about to be a whole new beast. Gino's not only accurate, but also underrated as a runner. Remember that game-winning 2-minute drive against the 49ers? He scrambled for the touchdown, with Kelly's scheme emphasizing physicality and attacking the line of scrimmage. Gino's dual-threat ability could be a game-changer. But here's the big question. Can he stay consistent and cut down on those turnovers from last year? That's what we'll be watching in training camp. Keep it locked here as we break down how Gino's fitting into this new system. What's one thing you want to see from Gino this season? Let's talk about it. NewYorkTimes.com, NFL.com, CBSSports.com. All right, Raider Nation, let's zoom in on Chip Kelly, the mastermind behind this offensive overhaul. This guy's got a reputation as an offensive genius, and he's back in the NFL after a stellar run at Ohio State, where he helped the Buckeyes win a national championship in 2024. But can he bring that magic to the pros? That's the million-dollar question, and early signs from training camp are screaming yes. Kelly's not just running the same old playbook. He's adapting it to the Raiders roster. What do you think Kelly's biggest strength as a coordinator will be? Hit the comments. Kelly's philosophy is all about flexibility. He's not married to one style, which is huge for a Raiders team that's been desperate for an identity. According to Raiders.com, Kelly's designing an offense that can shift gears, going no huddle to push the tempo or slowing things down to control the clock. This adaptability is perfect for a division like the AFC West, where you've got to match up against high-powered offenses like the Chiefs and Chargers. Kelly's already shown he can scheme a diverse run game and set up explosive plays off play action. With rookie Ashton Jeanty in the backfield, are you ready for some highlight reel runs? What's really exciting is how Kelly's leaning on Gino's experience. He's not just telling Gino what to do, he's asking, hey, how did you run this with your old coordinators? That's a sign of a coach who's confident but not arrogant. Kelly's been out of the NFL since 2016, when his San Francisco offense struggled, ranking 31st in yards. But he's learned from that. His time at UCLA and Ohio State sharpened his ability to adjust to his players' strengths. With talents like Bowers, Myers, and Jeanty, Kelly's got a loaded toolbox. Who do you think will be the breakout star in this offense? Here's where it gets juicy. Kelly's not just building an offense, he's building a culture. He's raving about how Gino's football IQ makes him like a second coach in the meeting room. That's the kind of chemistry that can take a team from 4 to 13 to playoff contenders. But there's still work to do. The offensive line, which was mediocre in 2024, needs to step up. Young guys like Jackson Powers-Johnson and Dylan Parham have to prove themselves. If they do, this offense could be unstoppable. Stick around as we wrap this up with what it all means for Raider Nation. Are you buying the hype? Let's hear it. Heavy.comspn.com, Raiders.com. Raider Nation, we're at the home stretch, and the future's looking bright. The Las Vegas Raiders are no longer the punchline they used to be. With Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, and Gino Smith leading the charge, this offense is poised to shock the NFL in 2025. Last year's 4-13 record? Forget about it. The Raiders have revamped the roster, adding Gino, drafting Ashton Jeanty, and keeping studs like Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. This isn't just a rebuild, it's a revolution. What's got you most excited about this new-look offense? Drop it in the comments. The numbers don't lie. Last season, our rushing attack was dead last in the NFL, averaging a measly 222.4 yards per game. Enter Ashton Jeanty, the Heisman Trophy runner-up and number 6 overall pick. This kid's a game-changer, and with Kelly's run-heavy scheme, he's set to feast. Add in Gino's pinpoint accuracy. Myers had 87 catches for 1,027 yards last year despite shaky QB play, and you've got an offense with serious potential. Analysts like Ted Nguyen from The Athletic are calling the Raiders one of 6 breakout offenses in 2025. Are we finally going to see a top 10 offense in Las Vegas? But let's keep it real. There are still question marks. The offensive line needs to gel, and Gino's got to cut down on those interceptions. Plus, our receiver room is thin beyond Myers. Rookies Jack Beck and Donnie Thornton Jr. could step up, but they're improving. The good news? Pete Carroll's turned teams around before. In his first year with Seattle, he took a 5-11 squad to the playoffs. With $31.2 million in cap space per over the cap, the Raiders have room to add more pieces. What position do you think we should target next? Here's the bottom line. The Raiders are building something special, and it starts with Gino Smith and Chip Kelly. Training camp is buzzing, and the hype is real. Will this offense carry us to the postseason? Only time will tell, but I'm all in on Raider Nation. If you're as fired up as I am, smash that like button, drop your predictions in the comments, and subscribe for all the latest Las Vegas Raiders news. Share this with your fellow fans, because we're taking over in 2025. Let's go Raiders!